contributed at all, maybe for some reason, please be encouraged to be a part of the conversation today. On Twitter, you can watch us live and tweet your response at us at Nigeria Info PH on Twitter. Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. I have Kingdom calling from Rumuji. Hello, Kingdom. Good afternoon to you and welcome to the sunny side.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm employee of. It's quite clear that there's no amount of money you can make that is enough for you. That's just it.
Even if you earn in millions. Why are you laughing?
My big trouble now.
No, wait, hold on. See, if I earn in millions now, I'm not sure I will have any financial problem in this life again.
I think the last time I checked, there was a time Dangote had issues, and some other person became richer than him.
Yeah, it's one thing to be on the list of richest man in Africa. You know, there are people that are silently richer, but they don't come out to display their wealth. There are lots of people that are rich within your circle, but they don't come out to display their wealth like they have money. Oh.
Okay, now let's look at it this way. I think the people that is rich may not be owing persons as a salary, but something that doesn't go pay with the same salary of people. So, compare the thing.
Hello, I didn't hear the last thing you said.
I said, did he say like other average Nigerian may not be paid for salary? But a rich man will have a company and he has workers, and so he's owing. So the bigger the problem.
For a rich man who has companies, I'm sure he has something set up to be able to offset salaries. I mean, salaries being paid to staff members are not linked to his personal account. If they are, then he did a poor planning in his structure. I'm just saying.
Whichever way you run it around, it all falls back to his head.
Okay.
That is it.
All right then. Thank you so much. Once again, the question is, as much as we are being advised to always save for the rainy day, are there financial problems that are still hard to prepare for, no matter how much one saves? Let's hear from Nnamdi calling from D9. Hi, Nnamdi. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Nnamdi Wabunike is my name. Nice topic, though. But there is a difference with what you said, like people saving from rainy days and investing for rainy days. I've been opportune to meet some big men, and the way they reason is quite different from the way some poor people reason. Like the guy you cited, if I'm not mistaken, that said he has an app. I know you didn't call his name, but there's one I was following online. His name is D-Lord.
Oh, this is the one I'm actually talking about. He's the one. That is the person.
Okay, so now, you know, the way this big man reason is that their fear is not even that they have millions. Their fear is that they don't want to come down from being a millionaire. So when you stay close to them, you see that they want to get better every day. Even the last caller cited, Dangote, you see that he started from maybe rice, he has gone into sugar, now he's going into oil. So every big man says for rainy days. Some of them even have to even keep dollar, change naira to dollar, that whatever that happens. And once you're a big man, your circle of friends are also big. So it depends on just the big man and whatever. And with what you even say, whether you are big or you are small, people must talk. So it's good that you also strive to become big and also remain and be better than whom you were yesterday.
All right then. Thank you so much, Nnamdi. But I thought we would answer this question using the level we currently find ourselves what's the word I'm looking for now? As an example. For instance, I know my current earnings. And yes, I am one of the people that will tell you save for the rainy day. But I've thought this several times that what is that situation I will possibly find myself that even if I have savings, I go and look at the savings and I look at the financial problem and I know that the savings and the financial problem, I've thought about it. What if I come down with a is it life-threatening? That's what they call it now. A life-threatening ailment, so much so that surgery will be required. Will my savings be able to pay for that surgery? They have to probably fly me to India or America or somewhere. Will my life savings be able to make up the payment for that treatment? I have thought about it myself, and I have been able to answer the question, my savings may not come close. I'm just saying. Daniel from Imo Gate, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Inke Daniel Imo Gate of Zako.
You're welcome.
Let me answer your question straight with this Igbo proverb. Nothing that is counted that is complete. Thank you.
Sure, I don't understand what you just said, but let's hear from Muriel in Okrika. Okay, please, if you heard what he said and you know what it means, please help me, because I couldn't get what he said. How much more the meaning? 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. And WhatsApp and Telegram number remains 0809 030 6416. You can also call 0817 923 0007. Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Gentle is calling from Uniport. Hi, Gentle. Good afternoon. Go ahead. Hello. Gentle. Gentle.
Okay, I said I'm calling from Uniport, yeah?
Yeah, I already mentioned that, Gentle. Go ahead.
Okay, I've been following up your program, and I think I really love what you're doing.
Thank you, Gentle.
But the thing is, I wanted to ask you something.
I'm with you.
Hello?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Okay, like I have someone who is addicted to life. He's addicted to something that is really taking his money, and he's not really there's a big problem with his savings. So he's been crying out like he needs help. So I don't know if there's any way I could actually get him.
He's been struggling with an addiction that is eating into his money.
Yes.
And you're trying to find a solution for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think this one we'll have to discuss off air. We have to recommend someone who is a specialist with handling cases like addiction. Okay.
All right.
So you may want to drop a message on the WhatsApp number, and I'm sure we would have somebody within our what's it called now? Potential resource persons.
I think can I send you a DM on WhatsApp? I don't know.
No, send to the WhatsApp number, the Nigeria Info WhatsApp number. All right. Thank you, Gentle. Muriel from Okrika, welcome back. Go ahead.
Thank you, Denise. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Denise. Denise, you said saving for the rainy days, you know?
Yes,
Okay, but it's raining now.
Are you serious?
So we can start eating up all we've gathered now.
I know there's rain for where I don't know where you are watching or listening, but there's no
rain
rain
in my clouds are gathering. No.
You know, it's not raining here.
When it starts raining, I'm permitted. I'm permitted to eat the ones I've saved.
Yeah. Oh, when another rainy day now comes, soon come.
Literally, it's like the rainy day now in Nigeria with what is happening, cost of things. You know that as you start earning more, your expenses start increasing. If you have children as they are growing, the cost of raising these children keeps increasing. Gradually, as they are growing, the cost of feeding them, the cost, everything, education, everything keeps increasing. So the need is well. For those that are, most times, is for those that are doing business and they set up business over time. Even when they are not there, the business is functional and is yielding something steadily. Nothing is stopping it, and nothing is hindering anything. So those people are the ones that can say, even those people, Denise, the economy is biting hard on them. Some of them are dropping their staffs because you see that their net profit is decreasing gradually, steadily decreasing. The cost of powering their generators, their diesel gens. So save now, Denise, in this economy, it is well. If you ask business people, so not to talk of you that is an employee.
Mira, there's something you said earlier I would like to draw your attention to. You said that the more you earn, the more your expenses increase.
Yeah.
But the financial experts will tell you that the fact that you earn more does not mean that you gotta increase your expenses. You were doing okay with 50,000 naira. Boom, they increase your salary to 120,000 naira. You feel that you want to increase. Now you want to be buying fuel of 10,000. Meanwhile, 2,000 naira fuel was okay when you were earning 50,000 naira. I mean, that's what they would advise, that the fact that your income increased doesn't mean that your expenses should increase. So rather save that extra for the rainy day.
Denise,
or did they lie?
It will increase automatically if you're a parent with children. As I explained, as your children are growing and you're increasing in your level in your job and your salary is increasing, trust me, the expenses will automatically increase. You can't do anything about it. But if you're single, Denise, your salary, as your net worth is increasing, trust me, your taste will increase. You cannot keep wearing that racket shoes. That one you started business. You definitely look for something better. When you see your colleagues, it's not as if you're in a competition, Denise. Definitely your taste, you will want to get yourself new things. If you're staying in a slum, maybe Bundu, one way, water side, you're managing there, you will want to come uptown. These expenses will increase. It will definitely increase. But you can control it. And relatives will know that, hey, our sister don't they go, they don't promote our sister.
Is it not when you go and tell them that your salary has increased? I know of someone who bought a car and was still living in a bacha. I'm not joking. You know Umboshimini. You should know Umboshimini. From Umboshimini, you can actually cut out, I don't know, Umboshimini and Ajip Estate. You know, Ajip Estate is big. So you have Road 1 down to Road 24. Then you have different extensions. But you see, from that Umboshimini market, you can actually cut out to Ajip Estate. So Umboshimini and Ajip Estate are basically in the same environment. This guy lived in a bacha, bought his car, bought drinks for his compound people, and still remained in that bacha. He did not move from the bacha. A lot of us thought this guy was crazy. Like, what's going on? What's happening to you? Like, you bought a car. What is expected that you should at least move into a one-bedroom flat? But you bought a car and you are still inside this bacha. Guy said, wait, bacha rent I can pay is monthly. I don't have to pay 1 full year rent like if I go to a standard house. I'm not under pressure. In this bacha, I can be here, buy my TV, enjoy myself, and it's more like it covers me, so nobody really sees me as someone that they can take something from. But the moment I move from this bacha now to that 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom flat you're advising me to, it's more like everybody will now know that I get bread. Actually, but even in this bacha, people in the compound know you have bread. There's no two ways about it. The fact that you were here and you bought a car, he said he's not moving. He's going to stay there. How much was the bacha rent? This was sometime in 2010, 2011. Bacha rent, was it more than 2,000 naira per month? How much is bacha rent? I don't know. But this was someone that said he would rather stay where he could comfortably pay that money and gather money and save for the rainy day, as opposed to because, he now has a car, he wants to now move. You know, it may seem like it's a foolish decision coming from him, but he knows his why. And who are we to argue his why? Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
The adage by Mr. Daniel, TK Daniels, was that there is nothing you count on earth that you count it complete.
Okay.
So that means whether you save for any day or not, the time will come when that saving gets to come out. Just like my lady from Africa was saying. I agree with that. See, there is this song that says the more money you come across, the more challenges you get. Now, even you as a person, because you cannot cheat nature, you get as you go, the bread will enter your system without being told. This time when we say you dey sleep, but you dey smile. You cannot hide it forever. Because I believe that the man who stayed in a batch after buying a vehicle, he has another target. Maybe they try to construct his own structure so that as he come out from there, he enter his own. Definitely it is from what he's making or is taking out then that has increased. That's where he bought the vehicle from. So for me, yes, it's good. But don't forget that if you don't get money, wait till they go find for bank now. Where did they go save for? So for me, it's good to save for the rainy day. But I believe the more income you come across, the weather will, for me as a person anyway, my taste will increase. I'll spend, doesn't mean I will overspend myself, but the truth is that everybody, they pray for greener pasture now. If the pasture reach you, green or whatever.
Can't you hold your taste? Can't your taste be subject to... No, real good. See, we're having this conversation because of the current reality. This is why 2022, we left the year with so much expectations. You know, some of our pastors prophesied, and we look forward to 2023 as a great year. Imagine if some of us knew that subsidy will be removed this year. Maybe all those contracts we had last year, all those extra income we had last year, we would have just stashed it up somewhere. So now, when the whole world is complaining, we'll just be taking from there small to be solving our problems now, as opposed to having nothing.
It's not as if people did nothing. But do you know that with the fuel subsidy removal, there are some persons who turned billionaires and billionaires?
Oh, yes.
Just because of that fuel subsidy.
Oh, yes.
So, one can never be too careful. And even in prophecies, some not be immediately. It take time before it comes. That's if you believe in prophecies. So for me, save when you have to save, not when you don't have. Let's look at it this way. Let's assume I have 10 naira and I have a challenge of 11 naira. I say, okay, because I want to save, I come out money from that 10 naira, I go keep. Do you know that if for fear of darkness, you pee where you're sleeping, you remain with the stench of that pee? So for me, if challenge come from what you have saved, rather than going to go borrow with interest. From there, I say, believing that when the economy improves, you go still save again. Saving at the end, though.
All right, saving in the finish. Ikechi from Edeka, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Good afternoon, Didi.
Good afternoon, Ikechi.
Saving for the rain. As I'm speaking to you, the rain is already falling all over the It's already falling. As expensive.
Okay, this is the rainy day we've been talking about since.
Yes, yeah. But I want to correct a certain notion that the passport Google. It's not as your earnings increases, your expenses also increase. It's not a quality of life. But the thing that happens is you can still regulate your expenses. Now, let me tell you something. Saving is hard, especially when you're not high up there. You're not financially strong at that level. Saving can become hard. But at least try and save. But another thing that determines saving is the quality and strength of your currency. If the strength of that currency keeps dipping, it means that the money you're saving will keep losing value by the day. I know a guy that had up to, the time he died, he had up to $500 million in his account. And guess where he lives?
Where?
1-bedroom flat.
He had how many million in his account?
$500 million.
Chere? Oh, see the amount you called just disconnected you. Please, the mathematicians in our midst. $500 million. What's the current exchange rate? Not 500,000, no. 500 million. So, in the black market, I think the Naira is dancing at around 950. So, let's just say 950 multiplied by 500 million. Ah, Denise, you like money. Say the way you want to calculate it sharp. Ha! You know, there are some things you punch into the calculator will just freeze because the calculator cannot comprehend what manner of money is that. That's a lot of money. And he was living in a 1-bedroom. See, it's a different thing to be stingy. I've seen stingy people. Stingy people deprive themselves of things that are basic. Stingy people will fight you for putting too much toothpaste. Stingy people I have seen stingy people that are not stingy just to others, but stingy to themselves. They can afford the good things, but they would rather be living in abject penury. It's just like living close to the River Niger and washing your hands with spittle. Thanks to Chike and the River for reminding me of that. That's how some people are. So, this man in the 1-bedroom, if he was alone, it makes complete sense. I mean, what does a single man need more than 1 bedroom for? You're coming from your parlor to your bedroom, your kitchen, your bathroom, and then it's fine. But I want to know exactly, did this man take care of himself while alive, or was he just stashing up cash that someone who did not deserve it would probably come and inherit now that he's gone? Just thinking out loud. I'd like to read some of your WhatsApp messages. Someone says, from the theory of the power of intention, instead of saving for the rainy day, it's better to save for your financial freedom day. No rich or wealthy man saves for the rainy days because they understand the power of intention. What you intend is what you get. Diddy, it is a sign of deep-seated witchcraft to be triggered by someone's wealth, yet take the time to follow them on social media. It is also a mark of witchcraft to try to detect what a wealthy person does with their own money. Nigeria has many witches who usually show themselves on IG comment sections. Some problems don't respond to money. The week I turned 34, I sat before a consultant in NHA Abuja, oncology, hearing nonsense. That same week, we uncovered an assassination plot against me that had been put in place 3 months before. My husband and I don't flaunt anything, and it's not in our nature. But if someone wants to make themselves feel better by giving away money, leave them alone. Everybody's reality is not the same. Wow. So a lot of people are witches. Nothing that is counted is complete means once you're on salary, it can't be enough. Once you're a salary person, your savings can make good investment for the future. Paul from Port Harcourt. Someone says, I was looking for 150K to rent at least a self-contained, and I found it difficult. But my wife had a health challenge that cost us 45K for surgery this week. Before I know myself, I deposited 280K for operation. Thank God it was successful. Nothing like rainy day for me. When problem comes, solve it. I'd like to read that again. I was looking for 150K to rent at least self-contained, and found it difficult. But my wife had a health challenge that cost us 45K for surgery this week. Before I know myself, I deposited 280K for operation. Thank God it was successful. Nothing like rainy day for me. When it comes to problem, just solve it. Well, how then do you get the money to solve it when you had not saved anything? Now, it's one thing to have something saved up, and let's assume what you saved up is not complete or doesn't come close to solving the problem, and then you are trying to outsource. It's another thing to not have anything at all. You know, there are the people that they describe as, you fling them up, you throw them down, shake them like this, shake them like this, tumble them like this. Nothing come out, not even coins. That one. They say that one is the bad one. And there are Nigerians like that. They are everywhere. When they wake up in the morning, their prayer is, give us this day our daily bread. And they really mean it. Give us this day. Where the meal is going to come from, they do not know. But let me shock you. Some of them still save. You see that 1,000 naira that you say you dash them, and you feel it's not enough. Some of them will still find a way to keep 100 naira somewhere, because they are not sure of who will dash them the next 1,000 naira tomorrow. Soki Fubara from Port Harcourt says $500 million for Nigeria. If not Nigeria, we need to rethink them again. I beg. Good afternoon, Denise. Mr. Chike's evil adage which says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even going to stress it. I'm not trying that anymore. There's nothing you count that will ever be complete. It means no amount you have will ever be enough compared to the natural challenges life will throw at you. The richer you get, the more life issues you will be surrounded with. Money have ears, Bernard from Port Harcourt. Didi, good afternoon. I think people should learn how to control their extravagant expenses. Nigerians are fond of living above their income. Americana from Obakari. Didi, the dollar lady, my dear. There's a song by Notorious B.I.G. It goes this way. I know the song now. I just don't know why they want from me. It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see. That song is old though. They have not born some Shiren when that music come about. I'm just saying. But I know the song, and well, it's some people's reality, no doubt. Just as your income increases, so your demand and needs increase. Life is very short. Those that will eat the money will waste it. K-Man, send that in. Nigerian folk, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Yeah, this one, Mr. Zion, good afternoon.
Mr. Zion, you're welcome. Go ahead.
If you look at the concept of the Lord's Prayer, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That point, you say, give us our daily bread. You see that line? It has forfeited our entrance to heaven. As long as we have money in our accounts, doing nothing. We have forfeited it. So when the book of Revelation said only 144,000 will go to heaven, or we have the mark, people started saying all manner of their thinking. Your daily bread is all that is needed. If all Nigerians are faithful to that word, my daily bread, we will not be embezzling, we will not be stealing, ritual killings will not be there, armed robberies will not be there, nor kidnapping. Because all what you needed is your daily bread. Is it 10,000? In the morning, pepper soup and rice. Afternoon, gari soup. In the evening, whatever you want to mix it. Then just by the pass by before you sleep, it's even up to 10,000 naira as a single person. So the truth is this. We humans, we are just so disobedient. What are we keeping all this money in our account doing for what?
So, Mr. Zion, you don't have money in your account.
See, let me be honest to you. My salary goes to my wife, direct.
Wow.
My allowances go to her, direct.
Wow.
The only thing I am privileged is my miscellaneous. Then, 30% in my hands, personally. By the grace of God, I have insurance that cover both health and other things.
Why will you have insurance? Why will you not just be focused on daily bread? Why will you? No, you don't have to have insurance. Focus on.
No, that is an emergency. If there is no health issues, I won't bother for insurance. I'm telling you the truth, though.
Okay.
If there's no accidental, I will not bother for that. But all this we don't. Do you know that even for instance, you save 3 million for the burial of your relative. When that time of the burial comes, that 3 million, only you will accept the request. We need 2 cows. We need 6 bags of rice. Only you will inflate the demands from the initial beginning. The Lord's Prayer has covered everything. If we violate the Lord's Prayer, our daily bread, my sister, making heaven is difficult for that individual.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Zion, and thank you, everyone, for being a part of this conversation. Trending stories comes up next, and thereafter the Follow the Money program. See, at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, the rains are here. The rains have been here. The rains are still going to be here. The truth of the matter is, at some point, you see the person you're looking up to save you financially, may be dealing with their own financial mess. So how about in all your dealings, you set aside something, no matter how small. It may not amount to anything significant, but at least it is something that you can hold on to should that heavy rain with thunderstorms arrive. I'm Denise Dennis Wallo. Just stay tuned.